How you doing, Homer? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I got this plan right quick. That's why it's called Why Not. Probably gonna go through another set of therapy session freestyles, but luckily ain't nobody here to hear them. Except for you, of course. Sorry about the bad music, just the free stuff. A new phone, do tell. Oh, hey, Sunset. How you doing? Sorry I missed that. I was handling a couple of things real quick off the grid. Oh, such a beautiful evening. Listening to nature. Wait a minute. Is Fish up right now? Is that what's going on? Let me check something real quick. I can't jump onto his live, even if he was. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, man, here I come again, going crazy all on my mind, on my crazy stuff. I don't really go anywhere where you think it's normal, cause I'm just known to be psychopathic bastard. That's the way it's gonna go. No kind of weight up on my mind as I'm sitting, spitting, thinking about all the stuff that I'm doing because I'm not really just living. I'm just gonna be belligerent. Kind of insanity every which way that I am. I don't care how they feeling. I'm a super villain. Kill 'em. I see somebody else is on, so I'm gonna sit here and write something nice. Yeah, for me out. Oh, he did. Oh, you got a batter. You got a cold now. Yeah. Nah, these seasonal changes tear me up, so I get it. Nah, I saw him earlier, like when I got off work, and then I got my two friends here chilling out in Europe, where the sun is shining and the grass is green. All of the crazy stuff I done seen. Every time, what the hell is wrong with me? I'm losing my mind again. See, this is why I don't talk. Oh yeah, and as y'all know, feel free to talk amongst yourselves. It makes it easier for me actually if y'all do converse, because that way I make less of a jackass of myself. Hold on, let me do this for you so that you didn't accidentally take it off. There we are. Because Lord knows, anytime I be sitting up here just thinking, every time I get up here, I get into a line of drinking. But half of the time I just sit back and I'm just spitting off of the stuff that made me feel like I was smitten by the hate, by the love, or anything else that comes in. I know that I mix the words in. Sometimes it feels like sin, but then again, I can keep on going because I can't begin with an end. But no friend can understand. I don't pretend. That is just the way it was and the way it'll be. That's the way it always has to be. Reality. And sometimes it's struck. Sometimes I get to a place where I gotta keep on cursing, and then I lose my trace. In my mind, vigorously, I just keep mentally thinking about all of the stuff that I'm saying in philosophies. But half of the time, it's just archived to another spot of my mind where sometimes I'm just on the grind, like gears put in the mill, or sometimes just on chill, but I don't know where I can be at with something that was still. Would it be something that be pleasurous or just pain? I don't really understand that stuff. That's why I don't talk to my brain again. You're a Smurf now. You're all blue. Thought the Smurfs came from Finland. I can't remember. See, now you got me looking up stuff. Hold on. Ah, Belgium. It's from Belgium. So, Waffle Sprouts and Jean Claude Van Damme. Hey, all of which is pleasant things, right? Oh, goodness, I forgot my things. Hold on. Can't have proper convo without my conversation pieces. So I'm just going to put that right there and I'll be right back. Well, three little men from school. Everybody gonna break themselves. Everybody trying to put girlish glee. Three little men from school. Every day is a search for fun. Ha 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 ha. Bubble fried potato fries. That notion there it tantalized. Might be quite a tasty prize. Yeah, I don't know. I really shouldn't do these so late at night, but yeah, that's where my comfort's at. Plus, the night's starting to get chilly again, and I love it. It's so good. Why am I talking like? There we are. Otherwise, it'll keep stopping and going and stopping and going and stopping and going because of where I stand at. Kick this one here for me and my people. See if I can take off this. See, I got no headlines. Turn that off too. So that stands to do. Nah. You gotta close my eyes. I just got through eating a bunch of beef ribs and some steak, so yeah, I'm chilling. I'm chilling on that accord. What about you? What plans y'all got today? Because I know it's like still in the morning time out there. So what y'all got going on at this particular juncture? I'm just trying to know, engaging in the convo. I should have been sharing out by views. But I mean, like, yeah. But I got nothing really to present to share with everybody. I am just looking up some news and stuff, but all the things that I would cover would only be like 10, 20 seconds a pop. So that's why I'm asking y'all, what's up with y'all? What's the happening laps? What y'all got going on for this day? Doggy school, is it like obedience school or just like go and play? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't leave those up long enough for people to read. That is, I read it fast and I like kind of just. So that's why I was asking what is you had going on. And I see there, well, they got me. I'm like, is it obedience school, like to be trained, or just so that you can go take care of business? Therein lies the question. And why didn't I fire up the video games? Oh yeah, that's right. Because every time I'm online, it comes on and then it goes off. So I might get like about an hour in, and then it'll shut off on me. And I'm not even like clipping it for content per se. I'm just only play when I'm on. Oh, okay. Well, that is what they call a good thing. Hey, Top G. How you doing, man? Yeah, of course they do. Ah, thank you, G. Thank you. Foster was asking about you, as a matter of fact, Top. I saw him yesterday on up in Fish's panel, and I'm like, dude, I'd be seeing him. Got that weird drill beat stuck in my head. That dun 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 dun. All right, you might catch them before I do, but I will make sure to pass that along. Oh, they was? Dang, I was at work. Wait a minute, what's NXT doing on a Tuesday? It's a Wednesday show. Uh, she might be indisposed at the moment because she said up here that the kids need her right quick. So she'll respond. That's probably what's going on. But heck, now that y'all are all sitting here talking amongst each other, that gives me a second to think. Hey, Top was asking how you doing. He's like, how are you? Oh man, it's another plan. Always on a jam in my head. I'm just thinking crazy. I'm not really fit, but I'm thinking of the fucking times that I was misled. I'm just saying all the crazy stuff. Everyone done said it's my birthday. Happy birthday. And I guess I'm getting old. I don't really care because I'm feeling like I was a soul that was born way back in the past, long time ago. Know what I'm saying? Without the land or just playing with this rose. I just going ahead and living all my life, having a time, just looking for ops, living up on my line. Because you know, every other time that I get, everybody got to get sick. Every time I wake, coming up into this bitch, thinking I'm gonna be slick. But then again, I keep just getting to school. But all these fools that be thinking they knowledgeable. Everybody knows they're straight out of grade. Everybody knows that I go through an obstacle. I don't really know where I'm at. Brain crank, and I gotta keep stopping it. Comic book references, horror flicks, nerd shit. That's how I be loving it. But damn it, I'm just gonna be who I was meant to be. I'm just a guy. Just keep going on up, beating up all these G's. Anybody coming up thinking that they gonna come at me? I'm just saying, please. I don't really need anybody telling me nothing because I got stuff feet. This brain, this thing going up into my mind. This drill beat fucking making me going head banging lines like I'm Onyx. I'm just going ahead. Superphonic praise. I don't care if I'm losing my stuff. Once again, it's a maze. All of the people that just keep on saying that I don't know what I'm saying when I'm just ripping up over the top of my head because I just keep on with the flip. I just spit every time I spit. Never any script. If I did, it'd be all technical and I'd be losing it with all my shit. But it wouldn't make a lot of damn sense because I wouldn't be mumbling with all my lisp and I'll be talking the greatest of shit, making these people just want to get kicked. Maybe grind, maybe vibe, head banging in the club. Started my pit up in this bitch and I'm gonna hell there smoking up on the wood tub. Give me drink, give me smoke, everything that I need. I'ma use a line from Ill Patience. This calls for that weed, this calls for the rock, this calls for fuck, this calls for that metal, this calls all of that stuff that making me crazy because I just feel like I'm pedaling off of the flow. out of the cliff, talking all of this shit. I won't quit till I keep on going. That's just how I live. When I spit, it just half venom. Saliva's always gone from it. Never got time for the defecation because I'm always just talking the shit that comes out my mouth, thinking about all that shit. When I'm just saying it again, everybody hearing me going ahead, but I'm gonna keep on just sending and I'm gonna keep winning and never forgetting. But everybody gonna win. Everybody just loving the wit. Every time that he did. Anything nuts, anything up with these crazy fools, calling a girl a slut, calling a boy a damn hoe, going ahead, kick him up and hit him on the pole, knock him on out. Don't give a fuck about what I'm saying, keeping it dope, banana, crazy. That's just how I am. Lyrics flavorful. What the hell is going on in my head? Ah, but AEW's on Wednesdays. Did they move to Tuesdays? And yeah, whiskey does do the trick. No, I just had that damn drill beat stuck in my head, so I was just, working off of it. Well, what happens when I wander off? Like you guys are kicking it and chilling, and I love it. So when everybody's kicking it, chilling it, I love it. No, I thought that was on Thursday. No, Thursday. Oh, yeah, Collision, AEW. I thought it was Dynamite on Wednesdays, that Thursday show, and then Collision on Saturdays. I guess they switched it all around with Punk being gone, but I don't know. Anyways, no, don't worry about me. Talk to yourselves. I'm just up here reading this stuff out loud. I'm responding to what I see. Fool missed the shot, aimed at his temple, and it for his head. Then he pulled the trigger. Oh, he missed. He gets his. He's misled. Ah, yes. No, no, ironically, not ironically, coincidentally, speaking of tea, my grand just sent me a bunch, which is weird because I don't really drink a lot of tea. Probably from my aunt, my auntie. There ain't nothing wrong with being a dweeb as long as you carry yourself as one. Him getting, I'm not going to knock Tony Khan, but I do say this. If he ain't used to wrestlers getting in the brawls backstage in front of him, then he's in the wrong business. Back in the day, yes, a hot toddy. We love hot toddies out here. My mom used to tear me up on those. I had a dream I was Errol Flynn, which is weird because Errol Flynn had probably passed away before I was even born. Let me see. When did he pass? Yeah. That's crazy. That's what I said before. Yeah, my birthday, I'm a year older, steady getting colder. But honestly, I feel like I've been in this world before. I'm a soldier. If I plan these better, I could do panels and let everybody just talk to each other. I was watching this great MC Light tribute. Love me some MC Light. But you know what? Since someone else got a cold too. The homie out in Australia, she got a cold too. Oh, she's better. I ain't seen her lately. But it's funny. As soon as I get off of these streams, I'll catch like comments on my comments going, "Oh man, I missed it," and I'm like, "You ain't really missed nothing. I ain't did nothing over here. We all know that." So far, you've heard me freestyle horribly, talk crazily, and respond to everything. All right, you got it done, or you're about to go do it. Oh yeah, noodles would be good too. Love me some noodles. Noodles, I used to like boil them in alcohol. Well, not boil them in alcohol. I'm sorry, boil them in hot sauce. You know, light water broth, mostly hot sauce. That's when I'm sick, of course. And get all the seasonings, and then I get loaded and eat it. Hmm. Oh, well, she's eating right now. Very good. Very, 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 very good. Yeah, yeah, Top. You got to go with Homer on this one. Did you hear the new Nas album? It had some bangers on there. Of course, you know, he had Lil Wayne on there. That was hitting. He had 50 Cent on there. That was hitting. But my favorite, like, was when he had Lauryn Hill on there. That just goes to show. And I'm waiting for Andre 3000 to come out because he's supposed to be dropping something. I'm hoping. And I know that Run the Jewels got something coming up, and I love Run the Jewels. LP, one of the coolest New York underground rappers. Yeah, it happens. Like for instance, there's a song I was listening to called X Gene by this Japanese group called XG, and the song was banging. It had like that drill beat, and they was all rapping, but it was like good rap, and it was in English. And the only thing I had against this song was like a minute and a half. He's allowed to be. He allowed to be an alien. Yeah, but I'll do it. Luckily, like, yeah, it just depends on where it's at. Let me see here. That was messed up. Oh, John Jones doing another one? Well, I don't see why he wouldn't. I mean, he brings in the dinero. He current? Dang, I ain't know it. Makes sense though. I mean, got a great record, right? And he was young. Well, he is young. I. It's funny because they did a crime and sports on him already, And I think Adam Pac-Man Jones just got arrested. That's the other thing. I don't know how to put the comments up long enough. That like always gets me. You hear that new Drake J. Cole song? I went to work. Yeah, I chilled. My family kept hitting me up. So that in itself was hilarious. So, it's pretty straight. Oh, it weirds me out. Yeah. Oh, for real? Your sister was up in New York. That's crazy. My cousin went out to Vegas. I was like, dude, I ain't even out there. Things changed so much. Heck, they got a punk rock museum now. I got to go see that because I grew up on that punk rock. Yeah, I am again doing another thing. I got to go with Kendrick. I like J. Cole. Don't get it twisted. As for Drake, I'll be real. I ain't never been huge on him. Never hated on him. But for me, I just, like, I remember his first song that he came out with. I don't remember the name of it. I just remember that first song I heard. And it was a banger. And then he was getting more and more popular. But at the same time, I just couldn't break Degrassi. Nah, I'm not as lyrical when it comes to bending them bars. Man, I wonder what happened to that Anubis guy. Oh yeah, he did his thing. He went crazy. Uh, Fell off. Went crazier. Lost his mind. Lost his sense of purpose. And then he came back, and now he's just chilling out. But every now and then, I consider the pen inside of my mind and get myself a paper and write some of the stuff that I got up in here to put off my plate. Talk about experiences and stuff that just runs with the night. You know, the things that people ain't used to talking about as atypical, atypical kind of nonsense when I just spit a flow. Nobody really knowing where I'm going when I just hit. I'm just trying to make sure it making sense when I make the spit. But then again, it's always deranged in my brain to say the same thing to make a person thinking the crane. You know, I'm saying the crane because the crane representing the brain, thinking of all the dimensional X stuff that robs and the bang, and I can't even understand it. But the shot bang, that just be that I hit myself again and attain it. I cannot maintain the kind of stuff they're trying to attain. I'm just trying to make sure that I got a life to attain. Maybe it's a goal that I can appear for. But then again, I just sit up in here and I just thinking about what I'm here for. But meaning of life is nothing at strife except for living my life, rocking the mic when I do mine what's right. Okay, that's just what I said. Sometimes I'm missing up the swagger when I let off my head, but I just keep on spitting and forgetting what I don't do. This is the kind of stuff that I'm just doing, pointless like do. You know what I'm saying? Some of that stuff is true. Like I was crazy, just thinking of the kind of stuff that I was feeling amazing, like the pleasure that was pursued in the world of Hellraiser. You know, the sin, the bites, and the mantra punk. Dang, I can't remember it. Was it the Lemon Chung configuration? Yeah, that's what it was. I lost myself. A little hesitation inside of my flow. When I get spitting it though, I don't know what I'm supposed to do when I'm just trying to be lyrical. Instead of just spitting, not thinking about other shit, I'm just keeping just tripping on all the stuff that I gotta get true grit like I was John Wayne, and I'm just going and saying again, there ain't no bars up in my head. I'm just spitting out all my dirty sins. Well, it depends. I mean, you got Dipset. Dipset is Dipset. You know, they did the New York thing. And then you got, but then it's like, you know, G Unit did such an impact. Like Lloyd Banks can still spit. You know, I've always liked Young Buck. Young Buck could still spit. I just wish all that got it. Just I think it all came too much too fast for them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there was the grind, but then when they got put on by M, all of a sudden they're everywhere. There wasn't anything gradual. Get Rich or Die Trying was an automatic hit. Beg for Mercy was a hit. Can't really say. So, you know what I mean? But I don't like to make those decisions. Like even when I was talking about Drake, I'm not trashing the guy. It's just I heard him when he was hungrier before he got put on, and I have this weird thing where like it's hard for an artist to top that first album, that first major hump. You know what I mean? Like this goes for any type of music I've ever listened to, any type of group, rock, rap, metal, whatever. You know, country. I feel like when they put out that first album, there's just hunger there, and then you got their second album, which is adjusting, and then you know maturity and all that. And some people they ride with you all the way, but me like it's not as good to me as when they're hungry. There's just something beautiful in the potential. But that's not to say that for every artist. But like here's a good example. Well, not a good example because I don't know if it was the first one. The first album that I heard from Kanye, The College Dropout, that album was beautiful. The other ones were cool, but they were just a beauty to that College Dropout album. Of course, it's beautiful. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. Yeah, You know what's the genius? Lupe Fiasco. And I would love for him and Kendrick to do something, but that is not happening. Oh no, I'm not a hungry artist no more. I'm just a dude who likes playing around on the internet occasionally. I mean, if you see me, like, because I had done all kinds of obscure music on the internet, like, it's pretty easy to find and it's not easy to find, like the metal and all that. But it also went with the live persona, and the live persona was just a psycho. I would say and do whatever the hell was on my brain at the time because I was, trying to find my peace on stage. Like, I remember one show, the first thing I said was, now let's proceed to some gay sexual healing. And the only reason I said that, the only reason had nothing to do with anything other than I had been doing this stuff with a band and been playing shows. And, the first thing everybody thinks about when they perform or, besides being up is like the perks of it is you think about the ladies. So I went up there and I was saying, all right, cool. Everybody likes girls. How about I say something that is off the wall just so that I prove that we're not your typical band? It's bad enough we didn't look like a band. I mean, we all looked like we shouldn't have even been friends. We should have promoted more. That's probably the only thing where I feel like we dropped the ball at. It's just been nothing that is written other than tripping in that typical lyrical, but that's typical. That's how you're special on another level that nobody can handle when you grab the bass and treble. With a kick snare in the name, you can achieve your fame and do any damn thing and make sure that you maintain artistry, something just crazy variety. Everybody just looking up from the society. And you always come up with a reflection and you're always dispatching and making sure that you're dispatching all the stuff they're forgetting. And sometimes you can come off like a necromancer. You bring a dead style back and make it serious as cancer or something like that. Anyways, also the hard part is I'm keeping my voice down because normally when I rap, I had this crazy sound. It's a big ground. That's why people thought that I screamed when I was up on the mic, but they didn't understand the passion when I was up there. I felt right. I didn't have no fear, no kind of hesitation. The only thing I had was automatic stage devastation, concert penetration, and mic facing. And anybody that stepped on the stage, they self-effacing. It was amazing. I knocked their asses out with the quickness because my name was Mr. Wicknett and I didn't beg for forgiveness. That kind of thing. Because people forgot the most basic thing about bars. Bars are bars. It doesn't matter what you say, it's the passion in which you say it. Like when I listen to Brother Lynch Hung, Brother Lynch Hung is just so amazing at it. Yeah. I wanted to do a radio show at one point, like, one of those people just play beats and out freestyle and have topics and stuff. But I still could probably do it. I got to get a computer though. Get a computer, have one of those kind of podcasts. Of course, I won't be able to top the great Harry Mack. I mean, or King Los. Like, oh man, King Los is so phenomenal as a lyricist. But you could tell that he like listened to all the great lyricists, like Supernatural and Juice, Idea, just about everybody that came on Sway. Oh, locking up Keefy D. Well, I have a lot of like when it comes to Pac, I can go on forever. Like, um, for instance, you know what I didn't like about that Hulu documentary that they made, or most documentaries that they make about Tupac? Why is it that no one mentions his sister? Set. He has a sister. Yeah, 27 years later. I mean, I don't want to turn this into a conspiracy channel or nothing like that. Well, it ain't like I'm gonna sit here and like hash this up. And luckily, not enough people watch my material, so I'm glad about that. No, that's yeah, that Hulu one's good, but they never mention his sister. And I hated that All Eyes on Me documentary, All Eyes on Me movie. I hated it because there's they didn't focus on any aspects of Tupac. Yeah, he had a sister named Set. She was at the Hip Hop Honors Tribute when Nas did "Keep Your Head Up," which Nas is a goat, but he didn't know the lyrics to the song, so it just kind of made it mad. It made me mad. It's just like you can't properly tell the outlaw story without talking about Storm. Storm was part of the Outlaws. She was a female of the Outlaws. That's not his sister. Yeah, that Biggie movie made me mad too because they also didn't really give you, you know what I mean? It was cool, but there's stuff they don't want to talk about. There's stuff they can't talk about. You know what I mean? And I'm not being a conspiracy theorist here. There's just certain things on there that they wouldn't talk about, and they made people better than who they were. And I'm not talking about Biggie. Once again, I'm not trying to be brought into this weird phase of being copyright struck or nothing. I think I got to go with Tech Nine when he says the industry is punks. Oh man, did Sunset and Homer leave? Well, no, they both have stuff to attend to. It is the daytime for them after all. See us, we can kick back, chill, and relax, and this because it's nighttime for us, or in early morning, depending on one's perspective. But yeah, I don't really got nothing to say about the Sovereign. Yeah, no, I know Lil Wayne just dropped a project. It was hot. You heard that one he did with Tyga and YG? Oh, there he is. Like Tyga dropped a song and Lil Wayne on there. And you know Lil Wayne always coming up with creative bars. Straight up said, more zeros in his bank account than a bag of Funyuns. I was like, it was something to that effect. It was just fire, fire, fire. But like he said, he's the fireman. That's multitasking. Um, since it, I ain't that important. They're your kids. I ain't nowhere near that important. Write to your youngest daughter. Talk to your other daughter. They matter. So both of y'all are just sitting here hearing my ignorance. Boom, 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 dun, 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 dun. There was this funny Top G, speaking of Pac, actually, and what you were talking about. There's this funny sketch I saw on YouTube. This guy named Shinobi Ray. It was this anime character named Yujiro from this cartoon called Baki. He's like the world. He's like the strongest creature in the world. Anyways, he's a human, but he's kind of crazy on there. And he goes to the jail where where the Keefe D is supposedly at. And he throws him Vaseline. And he goes, he's like, you know what this is? And the guy goes, guards. And the guard's like, nah, you can deserve a stroke for every good album we didn't get for all these years. Yeah. Well, if you love Yujiro Hama, check out Shinobi Ray. Shinobi Ray is he's a YouTuber that just does little sketches and it's hilarious. Heck, I might even go pull it up. It's the only problem with doing this all through a cell phone. I don't got a computer. I don't know how I let y'all turn 50, I don't know how I let y'all turn 5 minutes into 50. I was really only looking to be here for like 10 minutes, but I can't resist the chat. But yeah, that's the only reason. Like, I've thought about vlogging, but my problem with vlogging is that I make things real quick. Like, I usually make them all into little short videos. I usually don't go past 60. So, yep, that's the big brolic redhead dude. But yeah, Shinobi Ray, his sketches that Yujiro went to the jail where old dude was at. And he just threw him some Vaseline. You know what that means. Why your dog scowling? You ain't take your dog for the morning walk? What's up? You know better. Yeah, Baki. I've been watching Baki the Grappler for years. Way before it ended up on Netflix. It took me a second to get used to the animation style actually on Netflix. But no, all in all, it's been a sweet birthday. The kids hit me up, everybody hit me up, so it was nice. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Baki, Baki. You know the drill. And on the first day, it's already too late. It's already too late. It's already too late. And on the first day, it's already too late. I love that song. Old school nerdcore hip hop before it became like anime raps and stuff. When most names were MC Frontalot and Optimus Rhyme and MC Chris, I always bring up those main names. And then there's the phenomenal New York artist known as Jean Grey. Mm. So lyrical. Just like Ciroc. Ciroc's lyrical. But then you need a show. Oh, okay. No, I know what you're saying. You haven't gotten to it yet. No, you need to you need to handle that dog. Man, I don't know I'm living. That's the weird part. And I'll try to stream more and do more random impromptu off the top freestyles. Like, I'll be real with you. My favorite stream that I did was the Remember the therapy session freestyles where I was sitting there rapping for an hour and a half straight? That was crazy. I hadn't done that in forever. I didn't run out of spit either. I just felt like it was going on too long. Like I remember I used to do parody songs. But it wasn't like, parody. It would just be me enjoying the beat and just, like mixtaping. I might. I don't know. Uh, well, yeah, but you know the drill when you're sick, you don't want to take one. And you let it all just emanate and get out of you and get to the surface. And then you go to the shower and it refreshes you. Then you do that weird cough thing where you're like, that kind of deal. And then you feel good. And then you pass out. But they are refreshing. Boom, 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 boom. I used to love that Crush on You beat. I think Kodak Black did a pretty good job too on that. Kodak Black and this other dude, they did a remix to that song, "The Crush on You." It came out pretty sick. What did I used to say? You see me rolling all your Phillies though, dude. I know you see me kind of drunken, yo, dude. But they knowing that I really don't mention the other dudes in psychotic intentions. Cause they are crazy, they are gone, they insane, saying all the stuff that comes straight off their brain. It's cool, not trying to put no rush on you. I have to let you know that I'm crushing mics too. Quiet Storm, ain't that the do 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 do? No wait, that's the real. See, I like the real. The real is the one. Let me see. Let's see if I can find that. It's been a minute. Oh wait, that is the one. That's also the one that they did with they just did that too at the hip hop honors. Hold on a second. Good old Prodigy and Havoc. No, no, give me a second. I gotta run in real quick. Let me see. I used to love that beat too. Well, let's see. With Mob Deep, you really can't creep. If you hit that beat, you gotta make sure you slap, move their feet. Don't achieve nothing and don't say nothing like defeat. Make sure everything that you're saying is whispering like heat. Now you can slow it down, bring in all your swag. Make sure everybody up in there making their heads drag, making their asses pop, and the bottles in the club. Everybody going crazy. Don't spill a single drop. Now, any type of beat that you're going up, you gotta hit. But with Quiet Storm, you gotta make sure that your rhyme's legit. Because otherwise, you're just gonna sound like a piece of shit, and people gonna tear up the stage and tell you to just quit. So make sure that every time you hit it, everything that you're saying, nobody really can get near it or adhering to the beat when you're flowing like intellectual. I don't know, I'm an introvert, so I just spit it off the skull. Off of the top, guarantee I can't stop with any kind of flow that I'm doing. And it's not. I make sure that it drops and I hit real quick. Make sure that I creep in this motherfucker real quick. But other times, I just gotta go psycho like a flow with a thug that is gonna let them know that I'm not gonna be the person that's food ain't let them know that I'm gonna turn these motherfuckers into a vegetable because minimalistically, I'm a hit. That just means that I'm crazy when I'm talking on my shit. And if I keep on going on, just flowing with the top of the stuff that I'm just going on, I'm just steady making them bop. But nobody really knowing how I'm gonna bring it. Drinking myself a beer and I'm smoking on the red. Then again, I get a blunt and I make sure that it's wet. Cause sometimes I like to go crazy on Sherm in the set. I know that doesn't make sense to another, but I don't really give a damn. I'm not trying to please no other except me. So everybody can get back and go ahead and just step back with the impact that they just got. And I'm just that guy. Make sure I'm despised. Everybody knowing that I really don't tell lies. Been on many drugs, been on so much alcohol that I really don't even know that I was setting for my fall. I know that I done said a lot of stuff. Cancel me. I don't really give a goddamn. You can't handle me. Every time that I went in and spit, you heard it. Everybody knowing that I'm lyrical, absurd it, like Basquiat. Expressionism quickly. I go ahead and do this shit and you can't get near me. But don't fear me. I'm just here to have a drink and that's the end of this stuff because I got to take it because my breath stinks real. You know what? Speaking of Styles P, that was one of my favorite beefs was between the Locks and G Unit. To me, to me, I had already believed that the Locks kind of got it when they said to 50, "Get rich or die trying" was a classic. Now you rich and you're trying to die? Man, you's a dumb bastard. I mean, that's bars. And say what you want, Beanie Siegel was a beast too. I hope I did the right one. Yeah, Quiet Storm's that beat right. That do no do no do no do no don't. Yeah, that was Quiet Storm. That was one of my favorite tracks by them. I mean, everybody loved No Such Thing as Halfway Crooks, but you know, everybody's got their track. You know who I always liked? MOP. Yeah, Broad Street Bully Beans. But there's something to be said about that. I can feel it in the air. That song went so hard. I used to rap to that one back in the day too. But then I heard Ray Vaughn do it, and I'm like, nobody's spitting it as hard as he did. But you know, almost everybody that goes on the LA Leakers brings it. Well, of course, it's MOP. Everybody's got a freestyle for that. Busta Rhymes went nasty on there, but he always does. I was watching a lot of the hip hop honors too. You know, of course, MOP came out and did Annie Up. But it's just like, people forget Murder Mace. Murder Mace was banger. When it was the Children of the Corn with Big L and Killer Cam. Like Big L was just Big L. When Busta not getting that bag? Ah, the sunrise. Very nice. Yeah, I see the sunrise every morning before I go to bed. Well, not every morning. Sometimes I might pass out beforehand. It depends on what I got going on, what I got to do. Boom, boom. I listen to so much craziness. Yeah, I don't know. If I ever decide to get an actual condenser mic and a computer, I might make an actual podcast, and I might just sit there and play beats and rap on them. Just for the heck of it, because I like doing that. Funny that you like the Quiet Storm beat, but the Quiet Storm freestyle I just did. I just made all that up. Most of the time, you see me with a phone in my hand like this, it's off the top. Like, I don't really write down my lyrics too much, unless I know that I got to work on a song. It would be just something to do. I mean, you see MC Juice, he's got a channel. He be riding his car and freestyling the beats. He still got it. Yeah. I love Off the Dome because when I hear the word freestyle, that's what I think of. However, I don't knock anybody that just puts their lyrics together like that because it ain't like they really practiced them. It's just their dopest bars they got at the time. So that considered a freestyle too. But I just always think of like Off the Dome freestyling. That's why Supernatural is a god. And King Los don't get the credit he deserves to me. It's funny, all these channels I be hanging out on, talking to people and stuff, and most of them don't even know that I do like that. I Off the Dome freestyle. Because sometimes I'll be sitting up here like, is it trash? Or then I'll be like, I don't care if it's trash. I'm just going with my feeling. Oh yeah, King Lo's still around. He's still doing stuff, and he's still a beast. Don't get it twisted. And there's my boy out of I think he's in Queens. I want to say Queens. He's named Grizzy Hendrix. He's on Spotify and stuff, but he got it. If you go on my community tab, there's a video for a song called New York Hip Hop Killed New York Hip Hop. Sick. Drive your daughter to the bus every day of the week. At 6:45 in the morning, daddy just yawn. Take the dog for you. In the walk and you're gone. But it's still dark now. If I get a clear sky, that'll be the harbor to which I'll drive. And I'll be certified as I do that spit. And I'm just kind of saying what I think will hit. Some of it's messed up when I'm reading because honestly, subject matter is not what I'm needing. Because half of the words I'm saying, I need to be heating. Make sure that I stop all this stuff spitting it like a heathen. And I guess it's kind of weird because I spit like this, kind of an unholy flow, like an atheist. But I'm not an atheist. I'm really not what you like to say. I'm amalgamated to my own fate every single time of the day. But I spools, or maybe spools on the tapestry of the web that I weave in my life without nobody cutting. Who was the ones that cut that again, Nugget? Oh yeah, that's right. They were called the Fates in Greek mythology. Or the Norns, if they went Norse with all of this. I'm just saying what just makes sense at the time that I say all this. Blame it on yourself, Sam. I sat there and I read what you said and I put it together. Let me see. Oh, okay. Trophies. I couldn't tell what those were. Ah, somebody actually pressing that weird heart thingy? Because I have no idea what that is. Man, go make your noodles. Make those oodles and noodles. Do you need me to say toodles? Like I told y'all before, I ain't important. I just hang out on here regardless. That's why it's so random. That way I don't get fixated on having a chat room to entertain. Which one is it? Okay, I thought it was that one. No, it's that one. Okay. Y'all keep this up. Every time I come on here, I'm gonna end up making hour-long streams about nothing. I would hashtag them, but there's no subject matter. Yeah, well, as long as somebody enjoys it, I keep doing it. Kick this rhyme in for me and my people. Sorry, I got those stuck in my head. Ah, can't see the sunrise from your beach. You get the beautiful color in the sky. But you live at a beach. To me, it's always beautiful. I think if oceans didn't terrify me so much. Yeah, probably. I mean, he had lost that one time, right? And then he was like, all right, bet. And that was it. Since then, he's been a beast. But also, people forget Floyd's primo defense. The dude has defense up the yin yang. But did you see that exhibition match he did in Japan? He did an exhibition match in Japan, like the Japanese boxer. The dude had hands. Like Floyd had excellent defense, but that Japanese fighter had hands. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you got to think about all these different factors in there. Plus, like, and you also got to think like that's probably his obstacle, right? Not his but like that's that blemish that's that get back you need. But I just meant like with Canelo Alvarez, it's like I think Floyd would definitely take him seriously because he'd be like, man, I'm that one blemish on his record. So if anything, it's like avenging the loss, right? And he's in his boxing prime. Speaking of boxing, you know what I like to watch? I like to watch clips of hot boxing with Mike Tyson. You ever watch that? It is amazing, like to see Tyson sit down with all these like legendary and athletes that are on their way to becoming legends. And the thing I like about it is just to hear, like, you hear Mike Tyson. He is so profound when it comes to the art of fighting. Like it's just so amazing to see how like they don't give him credit for his fight intelligence. Like when he had Khabib there, Khabib was like, "Yeah, the only time you made me and my father mad is when we bought your fight and it was over." No, he's hilarious. But when he sits there and talks seriously about fighting, like you can hear he knows his fighters, he knows his boxers, and he gives it up. That's what I like. He gives it up to that. He'll give it up to a boxer. Like he won't sit up here and trash it. He'll tell you exactly why this guy's good. You know what I mean? And you're like, man, he knows what he's talking about. But yeah, Tyson's also a funny guy. He's never not been funny. Yeah. Like one of my favorites was when it was him with Tommy the Hitman Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, and dang, I always forget the other guy's name. The one that beat up Kevin Hart. But it wasn't like legit. It was for that reality show, Real Husbands of Hollywood, it made it funny. Shane Mosley, Sugar Shane Mosley. And they're sitting there watching back the second fight between Hearns and Leonard. And Tyson was explaining why that was his favorite fight. He's like, it was a great, he's sitting up there like it was a war. And, they were like talking about how the first fight was good. And Tyson said, from a technical standpoint, like technically it was more graceful, good points and all that. But that second fight, it was a war. And I think that was the point I bring that up is like, I think that if Canelo goes in, if he gets a fight with Floyd, that second fight's got to be a war because Canelo's got to avenge that. That's not his one blemish. I mean, he lost twice, couple of draws, but that would be like with Floyd. He'd be like, "All right, I was a kid now." She knows you were joking. She took it as a joke. But also, I don't know squat. So like, don't ever come to me for answers like that. Like when I like the probability of a Canelo with an Alvarez Mayweather fight. Because in my head, I would think Canelo's like, nah. Well, the problem with that fight to me was that it took too long to happen. Like that fight took way too long to happen. Too many provisos and whatnot. That was my issue with it. Like if that fight should have happened sooner than it did. You know, that's like an Undertaker Sting deal. It's way too late for that. I don't know if I'm right. I just feel like it took too long. Like the hype was built so high, and when they should have, struck while the iron was hot, they took too long for it to cool off. Where people were still wanting to see it, but they weren't as jazzed as they would have been had it happened when it was supposed to. Because you know the drill about fighting, you know the drill about wrestling. The the best match is not the one that makes the most money. The one that makes the most money is usually not the best match, but the hype behind it is what makes it a great match. Oh no, no, yeah, I know about the winter bass people. What were they called? I forgot. It was the polar bears. They called them the polar bears, where they be out in the snow, like basically in swimsuits, or sometimes even naked, and they like to swim in the ice water and all that jazz. And I'm like, hey, more power to you. It's not in me to judge. Definitely not my style, but you know, I love winter because I can always put on more clothes. Why would I take them off? Man, I am not entertaining. Sometimes I be thinking I should get one of them stupid soundboards so I can be like, boom, 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 yeah, but that ain't me. Like with the dead air, what they'll do is toot toot pig pill, wow, and then occasionally a whoop 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 and a kookamunga, and then insert popular soundbite here. Okay, Homer, you're gonna have to ask Top G, or you're gonna have to ask Sensit. I assume that they will know better about phones. For me, I like them to be able to text and make calls. I'm now that I do this on my phone, I should probably consider the quality. I'm just saying I'm an idiot. I'm the wrong person to talk to about this. So please consult with them too. because they probably know better than I do. Huh? That rhymed. I wasn't even trying on that time. That rhymed too. I need to stop doing that. Okay. Insert wacky robot voice here. Boy, I don't know phones. Sorry, I don't have a soundboard, so I'm just making crap up as I go. Like everybody has a Steam Deck. I don't even have a computer. Shattered glass. There we go. Oh crap! It's like five. It's about to be 5 o'clock where you're at, right? You still got like another 2 hours, I believe. That'd be easier if I had a chair. There's no chairs out here for me to sit upon. Well, see, Top just said he's an iPhone guy. He knows about iPhones. So why don't you ask him which iPhone would he recommend to get? Nah, I ain't bowing down to Apple over here. I don't like iPhones. I don't even like Macintosh. Macintosh reminds me of school. So I don't like Apple computers, except for when I want to play Oregon Trail or Word Munchers. Although I do like the ability to drop, like info straight into someone else's phone, like with the ease. Or like producers there, but to send their beats through the iPhone to the other person's iPhone. But also, I ain't waited in line for nothing in my life but concert tickets on the day of the concert. I got 3 on this one. Actually, 4. Ask me if I know how to use them. No. Okay, there's the end of that. I already told you, I'm not tech savvy. I'm an old man. I'm an old man who's been on here for like over an hour and a half. That's crazy talk. Ah, it's funny. I can FaceTime on this, but I don't know how to do it. Like, the only reason I know that is because my nephew, who is 2 years old, managed to FaceTime me on his mom's phone, which we still ain't figured out how he did that, but he did that with relative ease. And we had a pretty compelling conversation, as much as I can get with a 2-year-old. I would have hung up on him, but kids. I don't know anything about technology. Technology. I just know what I know, and that's enough. Okay, once again, I have no idea what you're saying. Oh, dude, Top, you know I didn't even know Magoo died. That makes me sad. You know, you remember Magoo from Timberland and Magoo? Up jumps the boogie jumps with me, and sardines. Hey, and pork and beans. Do you know what that means? It's 12 o'clock and the party just don't stop. I boom boom dun 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 dun. And now let me see. If I can remember correct, it was the VA style with the Southern inject, same kind of thing, but they kept on hitting. Every time that they had the beat on, you had to keep spitting because every time that I heard it, it was absurd, kind of just going crazy, make me flip upon my verse, making me want to drag out like I lost my dang mind, just going crazy as fuck in my head. When I spun, I spit this, I spit with the quick, Mr. Wicked, but I would not stop, and I get it. Everybody just knowing that I just kept on hearing that stuff and I just had to keep flowing because that was that beat, the hotness, that hot track you rode in your car with all your best friends and you looked for chicks and all the kind of stuff that you was going on. Couldn't quite get enough. It was rough. But I'm just thinking of times. I'm missing on Magoo. That's how I love this rhyme. I love his voice and the rhyme choices that he made. Every time that he did this stuff, it was a perfect name spread. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. I'm just making up this little kind of track. Kind of weird that I don't know what I'm really saying at this time. I'm just going ahead with my play, my big rhyme. I don't know what I'm doing. Every time I'm doing this bit, I'm on the road to ruin. This is therapy sessions. I'm not teaching no lessons. I'm just talking about obsessions while I'm getting my blessings, and I just cannot stop. That's the way the flow goes. I keeps it hot. Every track I'm hitting, I'm just gonna make drop because every time I'm doing it, the temperature pops or something like that. Huh. PS5. I can't do none of that. I take hits to the wallet. Hey, Top, remember that song? Since it just put on there. You could have whatever you like. On me, don't. On it, on it. Hey, on me, Now that beat I was just kind of doing a quick set of bars to was that was that Timbaland and Magoo beat. That is was it what was the name of that? Cop that disc or cop that shit? Yep. Patron on ice. Patron on ice. You could have whatever you like. I heard this po' boy version where it was like psych. You have a nice day. And thank you. My birthday was 4 hours ago. Well, no, my birthday was 5 hours ago. It ended. But yeah, I felt like sitting up here. I felt like doing some flipping and I feel good. So you gotta have a good one. All right, Sin. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I definitely got to stream more often, don't I? So far, every time I've come on lately, I've had somebody to chop it up with. I know I get an easy hour or two out of it. But it's weird because as much as I like to stream and there's nobody here, it's always pleasant to have people to talk to. So I thank y'all for your indulgence. And you got a few bars out of me. Well, not bars, but you got me to sit up here and rap. She took off. I'm about to do the same too. You got your water boiling. Go eat them noodles. Homer, I hope you get that phone popping the way you want it. For me, I'm out this piece like bell bottoms and pet rocks. Much love to y'all. I'll probably do this again tomorrow night.